Okay, this is the continuation of paper 1, where I told you that I will not be going through the 16, right? 16, 17, and 18, because they're quite easy, right? I'm going through beginning with 19. Rina bought a piece of cloth of length 5 meters. Now she used one whole 5/7 meters. It means slightly about more than 1.5 meters. Okay, 1/5/7 meters of it to make some cushion. How much cloth has she left? Take 5 meters minus this 1/5/7. Right, when you minus this, okay, you convert this into improper fraction first. The base will be 7. Now you got to find out, okay, for this 5, what divided by 7, the base, gives you 5. Okay, so it is 35 divided by 7 gives you 5. Alright, so once you got the denominator as the same, 7 and 7, so it is 35 minus 12 is 23/7, or 3/2/7 meters. Next. After giving 24 pence to his friends, Joshua had 16 pence left. What fraction of his pence did Joshua give away? Express your answer in the simplest form. Now you must have this visualization. You must think this way. Yeah? At first he has certain number of pence, gave away 24, left 16. Alright? So in order to find at first, you take 16 plus 24. Take 16 plus back 24, you get 40. Now what is the question? What fraction of his pen did Joshua give away? Gave away divided by at first what he has. Okay? So gave away divided by what he has is 24/40. Reduce to the lowest term, 3/10. Next, find the value of 5/8 divided by 15. Now, 5/8 divided by 15, okay, is expressed this way, right? When you convert it to multiplication or to the times, right, it will be 5/8 times 1/15, right? Not 15/1, it's 1/15. Now you can times across. 5 times 1 is 5. 8 times 15 is 120. Right? Divide both by 5. If I'm not wrong, you just divide. Divide the top. Divide the top by 5. And divide the bottom by 5. Alright? You should get 1/24. Next. Now in the basket, the number of red apples is 2/1/3 times of the number of green apples. What fraction of the apples are green apples? Express the answer in the simplest form. Now be very careful. Look here. The main thing to take note is the denominator. Right? The denominator over here. Okay? Now denominator, it means every one whole is divided by 3 parts. Look here. One whole, right? Now this is 2/1/3. So red is 2/1/3 times of green apples. Red is 2/1/3 times of green apples. So you have 1 whole, 2 whole, and 1/3. So this is 2 whole and 1/3. Okay? Right? Every one whole is divided into 3 parts. Why? Because of this denominator 3 over here. Right? For green, the 1 whole follows the red 1 whole. Right? And you also divide it into the common denominator. It means it is 3/3. For this case, it's 3/3. For this is, there are 3 units over here within this 1 over here. So this is 1. 3 divided by 3 is 1. Okay? Now this is important. 1/3 times means this. Because of 1/3, you have 1 whole, 2 whole, 2 whole 1/3 bigger than 1 whole. And remember, this 1 whole has got to be the same as the 1 whole on top. Okay? Now total you have 10 U's. Okay, you are required to find what fraction of the apples are green apples. All the apples, there are 10 U's. Green apples, there are 3 U's, not one, not one, but 3 U's over here. So the fraction of green apples to the whole of all the red and green apples are 3 over 10. 3 over 10. Okay, pause this video, look at this, understand. Okay, if I'm going to ask a question, what happens? This one is being changed. Let's say, for example, 5 1/4 times. Okay, 5 1/4 times. Think over how would you draw this part? If red apples is 5 1/4 times more than green, how would you draw this? Then you find out what is the total U, right? And what is the bottom U? What is the top U's? All right, try this part. (23) in rectangle below, not drawn to scale, find the area of the shaded triangle. Right, let's take a look over here. Interesting. Now, the total here is 17 times 20, right? So yes, 17 times 20 is 340. Of course, I'll mix up all the cm square over here, right, which I'm going to write down here. Just for working fast. Now, area of B must be subtracted. Area of A and B must be subtracted from this whole figure. This whole figure is 17 times 20. So your total is this. Figure A is half times 20 times 11. Okay, A is 20, which is here, this line, and 11 is the top. Okay, 17 means 11 here, 6 here. How do you know this is 6? Over here is 6. Okay, so you found this area and found this area. The bottom area B is 6 times 20 only, no half because it's a rectangle. Okay, so you have 340 minus this, right? Total minus A minus B give you 110. Remember to write down your unit. Next. How many more rectangles? Now watch out for here. The key is more rectangles you need to shade, right? Now this is 3 over here, 3 shaded out of how many? 1 2 3 4 5 12. Okay, over here shaded is 3 over 12. Okay, how many more do you need to shade, right, to give you 5 over 6? Okay, so you take 5 over 6, right? Get 6 times 2. Find the bottom first, very important. Now the bottom is 12. How do you know this 12? Because this total are 12. Denominator is 12 total, right? So if 5 over 6, bottom is 12, 6 has become 12, 5 will become 10. Now shaded is 3. I need to shade 7 more. Okay, shaded is 3. I need to shade 7 more to make it 10. Okay, 10 over 12, okay, is 5 over 6. Alright, now this 5 over 6 is actually shaded and whole. Alright, shaded is to whole. Okay, 5 over 6 and this is the same meaning. Alright, for this case. Next, the ratio of x to y is 4:9. Okay, now x 4, y 9. 1 2 3 4 5 6 8 9. Okay, now what is important here is you must understand this particular line. It says what fraction of x is y. Okay, now if you say, listen here, if you say if what fraction of y is x, what fraction of y is x, your expression will be x expressed out from y. It means x, what is the size of x to y? Right, x to y, what is the size? So this is what it means. What fraction of y is x? Okay, out of y, what is x? Now if it's read this way, what fraction of x is y, is different, right? Which is this one on top. What fraction of x is y is the other way around. Now most of you got it wrong because you say straight away, you say 4 is to 9, or you put 4 over 9. Okay, it's not. It is, the fraction is 9 over 4. 9 over 4 or this. Okay, is your answer. So the expression should be y expressed of x. Okay, what is the fraction of x when you look at y? Alright, now get used to this part. Get used to this expression. There's only two ways. Right, the next one I will cover it in another file for this, and that was finish up with paper 1. Okay, part 1 and part 2. Alright, now the next one I'll go through will be this one. Alright.